a secret mind, understand, the more you think, the more you're creating outflows, which makes it more difficult for you to see when you are self-honest and when you are deceiving. So it is critically important within the point of the secret mind that you have to walk through a time period where you are cleansing yourself. That means you're stopping your participation in all forms of creations or thoughts that may have outflows of desire. So that you may see what have you already created, stop it, and that you can see what influence your world that you are not creating, and also so that you can create only that which you are going to stand by and for which you will be accountable. You cannot play on words or on movements or on thoughts of desire to deliberately deceive and tempt other beings. Please stop doing such things, because you're not harming them unless they give permission for it, but you do harm yourself in being unable to trust yourself, because you are creating more and more distrust within yourself, because you're playing games to apparently have some form of outflow that you desire. Unacceptable. Now, in observing the secret mind, understand that the secret mind is your opinion about things that you think about. The opinions you form is secret mind. You are basing your opinion on various inputs, experiences, words, things you've read, all kinds of things. But if you really look at the opinion that comes up, the opinion you form, it is judgmental in nature. It has the principle of good or bad. The secret mind operates as polarity, good or bad. So, have a look. It is impossible for good to ever conquer evil, or for evil to ever conquer good, because they need each other. They cannot exist without each other. So therefore it is impossible for the one to win. So any being that claims that they are in the fight for good to overcome evil is deluded, because it is impossible. You cannot overcome evil. Now your secret mind operates within the principles of good and evil, and within the war between good and evil, where you are trying to be good and overcome evil. You can't do that. It's not possible. Because polarities exist as opposites, one with the other. So in good you'll find evil, and in evil you'll find good. That is a polarity principle. It's a principle of imagination. It's a principle of illusion. The mind is the illusion. The physical is reality. So, the same principle applies with love and hate. Have a look. How many has loved and that ended up in hate? Why? Because love and hate complete each other. That means it runs in a cycle. You move from love to hate, from hate to love, from love to hate to love, and so you move around. I mean, you can't win. Therefore, it is foolish to love anyone specifically. It is rather understanding to love everything equally as life. Because within that, you are no longer binding yourself to love and hate. You are binding yourself to life and what's best for life. And what's best for life would be best for you, because you're life. And within the application of that, you will then give to every part of life what you would like yourself as life. And within that equality, your love of life is valid and proven. And it will support you for eternity, because no matter where you go, you will love life equally, and thus will not accept a lesser expression of life which is in any way abusing life, or you will not accept anything that obstruct justice for life, for all as equals. It is time that all crimes that has been promoted so virulently by the greedy, due to a money system, be exposed. An equal money system will place lots of these points to an end and bring to an end many crimes against humanity done in the name of profit and greed. Because the excuse that's used is, but this is the system. It is not. All systems exist because of the men that made it and the men that participate in it. You remain accountable, you remain responsible. No system or law that is man-made to protect man's systems of greed and profit is valid. It is all crimes. Written, fortunately, and for those that has written it down, that is going to be the point that will be presented in your face as your point of accountability. And if you really look at it, you have no excuse. You have deliberately participated in the enslavement of beings for the purposes, for some, for profit and greed. Profit and greed is the primary driving force of this reality. Profit and greed, and within and behind it, obviously, power over others, control. The justification to say, but they have chosen and agreed to it, is not valid. You have misled them deliberately. We are missing leaders in existence. The leaders that is in existence are all misleaders. They are misleading deliberately. That is crime. That is deliberate harm. And that will stop. And again, we call on all those that would stand for life and learn what life is all about in equality to stand up. Because if you don't, you will be accountable as well. There is no way out. This is it for all of existence. You'll be measured by who you are and what you have allowed and what you do about what you see.